Hey guys, it's Lord Civic, and today we're going to be doing a review of the cult classic film Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Before we hop in, I want to just say thank you for everybody who's been watching my reviews of the Skywalker saga so far. We have done Episode 1, 2, and today we're doing 3. I will be continuing my reviews on either Sunday or Monday. I know I'll be busy Saturday, but I will be awarding the digital copies for Episode 1, 2, and 3 Sunday afternoon, so you have up until, I guess, about Sunday 12 p.m. Central Time to sign up. All the instructions for how to sign up for each one is in the pinned comment below on each video. So if you haven't watched episode 1 and 2, make sure to check out those if you'd like to enter. With saying that, let's hop right in. So Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is not only my favorite prequel, it's one of my favorite Star Wars films ever. I would probably honestly put it in my top 5. But here we're talking about the visual and audio review. So, the film was shot again 1080p digitally, but instead of 8-bit this time, we got 10-bit, and it allows a lot more color on the color gamut, and it shows, especially with the opening shot of the battle over Coruscant, with the backdrop of space and the stars floating in space. And then we also have the spaceships firing laser fire at each other, and all the colors just going and flying across the screen. And then we also have the atmosphere of Coruscant on the bottom of the screen. It is a spectacle. It's honestly demo showcase worthy with the sound system that is playing across that scene. It looks fantastic. Lightsaber battles are phenomenal across the board with Dooku, Grievous, Emperor Palpatine, Anakin versus Obi-Wan. It is a spectacle. General Grievous and Obi-Wan, when they're fighting and General Grievous is spinning his lightsabers, it's honestly the equivalent if somebody put a flashlight in your eye and kept on moving it up and down like that. It literally looks insane. The peak brightness is also 1000 nits across the board. And this film is it is the darkest Star Wars film, personally, for me. I don't even think you could say personally, like, it's the darkest Star Wars film. There's murder of children, there is innocents killed, it's a dark film. But with the dark film and it being dark themed, it also has dark lighting, and as I was saying previously with blacks, characters will be turned around and you can see the full silhouette of a character, and the lighting's on the person standing on the back side of the screen, but then the person standing that is closer to the screen, you just see the black silhouette of them, and it looks phenomenal on OLED. If you have an OLED or you have any TV that does a really good job at blacks, you are in for a joy. The film also does a really good job across the board with HDR in color. Utapau looks fantastic, Felucia looks fantastic, Alderaan towards the end looks fantastic. Even the open sky with the binary sunset at Tatooine during the final shot looks absolutely phenomenal. This movie, out of the 3 that we've watched so far, wins by a long shot. And honestly, I think that's just a combination of, first, George Lucas having more experience with CGI, and there's still some parts, even with this upscale 4K image, the movie, as I said, is shot digitally with a 1080p camera, so you're not getting a native 4K image, but it looks pretty good. Like, there was only some shots where I was just like, oh my gosh, that looks just absolutely fake. Points being with the Wookiees on Kashyyyk. As I said, Felucia looked really colorful, but there were some shots that looked kind of fake on that. Mustafar actually looked pretty good, and another thing that I'm realizing is a couple months ago I had watched like the behind the scenes type thing of Revenge of the Sith, and like they created like an entire like prop thing of like Mustafar. Like, it's huge, like probably 3-4 times bigger than my room. And they also, like, some of the shots where the lava is spurting out of the ground, that was actually shots of a real volcano. Like, George Lucas had a team go down there and shoot shots of a real volcano, and then they edited and used some like 3D art and stuff like that. But that's real shots of a volcano. And the orange, the red of the lightsabers, the blue, it all just looks so good. Even here, previously in other films where green lightsabers didn't look that special, they look ridiculously good in this film. Mace Windu's lightsaber looks amazing as Emperor Palpatine and him are dueling, and then they knock down the glass, and the sound system is piercing. It's piercing. It's like piercing your ears across the board, like everything with General Grievous, the opening battle. Like, it sounds really good. The hissing is still there, but it's not as bad as Attack of the Clones. I still had to point that out. The soundtrack across the board is 24-bit lossless master class, I think, audio, and it sounds good, like really good. In my personal opinion, I listen to all the Star Wars soundtracks or scores. I love them all. John Williams is a genius, but overall, not individual tracks. Obviously, there's better songs, the Imperial March, Duel of the Fates, Across the Stars. But overall, if we just had to do just the soundtrack of one film, Revenge of the Sith wins by miles. Anakin's betrayal, Anakin's dark deeds, Padme's reminiscence. Also, speaking of Padme's reminiscence, the shot of Anakin and Padme looking out into Coruscant as they're kind of like, I feel like they have this like force tether thing. I know Padme's not force sensitive, but their love is so strong, and like, you know, Across the Stars kind of gives that kind of intention. If you haven't listened to Across the Stars, listen, that's a phenomenal song as well. But like, the score is beautiful, audio is crystal clear, sound effects sound amazing. So honestly, like, if I had to give this movie a finite review, as I said, it's 1080p, so you're not getting a 4K native image. HDR is really good across the board though, and blacks are, I'm not even saying this like they're okay or they're like really great. Blacks are perfect. This movie is dark lighting, dark theme, and it looks outstanding. But with saying that, I would have to give this an 8.5 only because it's not 4K native and we are rating this as a 4K film. Again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check it on my vlog on Sunday. I will announce whether I'll do the the Rogue One review on either Sunday or Monday. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Hope you guys have a good day.